Our first story of the day concerns the bubonic plague. Here's Becca Burrow with the details.
I am standing on the outskirts of Bristol, England, where the inhabitants have been struck hard by the bubonic plague. Now, authorities are not sure how the disease is spreading so quickly. There are rumors that this is an airborne disease. However, it is more likely that they are carried by the rats and the fleas that reside on them. Supposedly, 2 different strands of this disease exist. The most common is the septicemic strand, which attacks the blood, and the symptoms are fever, or high fever, swelling of the lymph nodes, coughing up blood, and aching limbs. If you want to prevent and protect yourself from contracting this disease, there are several options. However, the best seems to be isolation from society. Back to you, Bridget. Are those pesky boils giving you down? Well, don't worry, just get yourself some boil away. This unique lotion gets rid of boils, and waiting for, just head down to your local market and get some today. Warning, it should not be used on women who are pregnant or may become pregnant. It may cause bleeding. If bleeding persists for more than 2 days, go see a doctor.
Now, Jackie Tanoka.
I'm in Concordia, Paris. As you all know, most of the housing is not ideal. While many large castles are advertised, in reality, only a select few live in a kind of comfort. For security reasons, most homes have small openings with wooden shutters. But houses have thatched roofs that are easily destroyed. Most houses are no more than 1 to 2 rooms. However, the homes of the wealthy are exquisite. They have paved floors and are often decorated with tiles. Many of the nicer homes have chimneys also, which make cooking a lot more easier. From Concordia, back to you, Bridget.
Ever feel tired and want a nice home cooking meal without getting up and making it yourself? Well, you don't. All you have to do is call us. Edible medieval food for you. We would send your favorite medieval foods, like candy apple dipped in your favorite syrup, your meats all the way from individual wrapped turkey leg to a whole roasted pig on your dinner table. All your favorite vegetables and appetizers and drinks. Just call us at 1-800-555-FOOD. It's open 24/7.
Abelard is a philosopher and theologian in France. Abelard is well known for lots of things. We have Mr. Abelard in the studio with us today to answer a few questions for me. So, my first one is, can you explain some of your education?
Yes, I was fortunate enough to receive education at the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris. One of my teachers really influenced me. His name was William of Champeaux. I concentrated my education primarily in theology and philosophy, especially realism and nominalism.
Oh, that's interesting. So about 8 years ago, you started your own school, which created a lot of controversy. Tell us a little about that.
I think lots of people are crazy for no reason. I wasn't challenging the authority of my alma mater. I was simply creating a place for students who wanted to learn about different philosophies and have different beliefs. It's really important that we teach students about a wide range of subjects they
need to know. What is the story of your relationship with Heloise?
When Heloise was my student, we did fall in love, and she became pregnant, so we married secretly. Her brothers did some things to me that I would rather not talk about, but after that I knew she would be safe with me. She went away to the convent, and I became a monk.
One last question. Do you still talk to her today?
Yes, Heloise and I write letters to each other at least once a week.
Thanks, Peter.
Do you dream of glory and honor for your young son? We have just the school for him. Come to National Night School, where your son will learn jousting, sword skills, and rescuing fair maidens 101. The cost is reasonable and it pays off. It starts them off on the right path early on. Our students become the best knights in the area. We offer luxury castle dorm rooms. Call us at 1-800-KNIGHT to discuss your son's future today.
Definitely.
I'm here witnessing a process, a squire turning into a knight. In just a few moments, the squire, who is preparing all day for a special night, will be walking down the aisle to his future knight leader. The squire that is becoming a knight today has gone through many obstacles to be here and to hear the words, "I did thee, Sir Knight." His first step toward being a knight was to be a page at age 6. Being a page, he had many duties to his lord, and he received religious training from the chaplain. Then his second step was to becoming a squire at age 14. Any page who shows his promise to his lord may become a squire. When he completed the step of being a squire, he then was knighted, or in other words, dubbed. It's about to start. The squire has been hearing all night. Here he comes.
He is wearing a white tunic showing the color of peace, and the tunic is used so that the armor did not rust in the rain and sun. What the squire is doing is kneeling before its lord, waiting to be granted into knighthood. Let's watch and listen.
I dub thee, Sir Knight.
The lance and the sword he is receiving has a special meaning. For his lance, it said, "As fear of lance drives back the unarmed, so the knight drives back the enemies of the church." And his sword, the toe edges of the sword show that the knight serves God and his people.
Well, there you have it, your first eyewitness and an actual squire being granted into knighthood.
The bubonic plague killed over 1/3 of Europe's population.
Knights still exist in England.
The letters between Abelard and Heloise are now world famous and read by school children across the world.
Houses have become more sophisticated, but some castles from this time period still remain.